Hey guys, I am a perennial Division 3 player, but I eventually got promoted to Division 2 and I wanted to share with you what it was like to be in that division, even just for a few games. So this is the team I've got. It's an evo'd Forest team. It's not in any way like a meta team, but there's some really good players in there. So let's see what this first match brought for me. Yeah, look, I do the fundamentals as much as possible. I can't trivela. I very rarely score from outside the box. I overplay, but I like to try and play football. I try and do the simple things well, and as much as possible, I'm scoring in and around the 6-yard box. And as you can see there, with the very first match, I've managed to actually get a fairly easy goal with Chris Wood knocking it in. So that's 1-0 after 2 and a bit minutes, which, to be honest, was a big surprise. It was an absolute sweat fest getting out of Division 3. So to be finding it as straightforward as this in my first match, I'm either just very, very lucky or I've just found like a bit of a rhythm whilst getting into this division. So you can see here, I've applied quite a lot of pressure. The ball's not really been out of the opponent's half yet. I play 70% depth. So I do apply a fair amount of pressure, but I'm not someone that is kind of constantly applying second man defence. And there you can see really lucky, grimy own goal, and I'm not surprised the guy's about to quit the game. So that's my first ever win in Division 2, and it was ridiculously easy. Let's see how the second game goes. And yeah, I mean, fingers crossed this goes well, but I went into this game expecting it to be a lot more difficult. And it was more difficult. But again, I was up against someone that wasn't just hammering the press, which was a surprise. So he allowed me to play a little bit, had a bit of space, which definitely helps me. And then you can see Callum Hudson-Odoi taking it on the outside. That's an example of what I do a lot, which is try and overplay and get the perfect goal, which is something I really struggle to not do. My defending, something I've been working on a lot. When I started playing this game in February, I just couldn't defend at all. It was like all my defenders were on ice skates. What I would say on the ball right now, Ola Aina is so good, unbelievably good. He's an evo'd version of his team of the season. I'd say he's probably my third best player in this team. Elliot Anderson, also evo'd, is probably my best. And then Milenkovic, centre-half, who's an absolute monster. He's like a stick insect. His legs just go everywhere. You can't get past him. But Ola Aina is also incredible. Everyone else is kind of okay. Morgan Gibbs-White is really not great at all, if I'm being brutally honest with you, in this game. He's just not formatted well at all, even after the evos I've done on him. So anyway, this game has been a bit more congested. You can see that the opposition has been a little bit more on me here. He knows what he's doing a little bit more than the previous opponent. But I am getting that space, and I'm trying as much as possible to always remain calm, try and keep possession of the ball, remember the strengths of my players. Like Chris Wood is a target man, so whenever I get the ball into him, I'm always like L-triggering. And then I've just managed to turn the defender there, and he's smacked it in from just inside the edge of the box, which is not a goal I'm used to scoring that often, to be brutally honest with you, but I'll take it. So 1-0, another early goal, and I'm super happy with my performance here again. Trying to make sure the sweaty kick-off goal doesn't happen by marking those wingers, fouling if I need to, but being as aggressive as possible to try and stop and break down that play. Thread it through to Callum Hudson-Odoi, and that is a classic example of what I do a lot. He's got finesse plus. I had a shot from outside of the box on his preferred foot, cutting in, and I just don't score him. I just can't score him. I also can't score corners, so I've been trying to practice this kind of R1 pinged pass that I kind of saw or heard people talking about, which has worked a little bit more for me, where you ping it to the edge of the box, you pass it again quickly, and maybe 1 in 5 corners and I score with that method. So again, just with my general pressing, I do let the AI take over a little bit in defence, but I don't just let the AI do it for me. I do select the right players. I try and press when I need to, I use my CDMs, I use my fullbacks, and I try and remain as patient as possible when I'm building up from the back. But I really struggle. If someone does the press well, I really struggle. But look at that, Ola Aina with a brilliant ball, and I've passed it into the net. That is exactly the kind of goal I score, which it's rare for me, to be honest, to be able to score against opposition of that quality. And it looks like he's disconnected as well. So I've won 2 matches. I've won my first 2 matches in Division 2 with this team. I reckon it must freak people out a little bit when they see this full Forest team in Division 2, not full of meta players. And so here's my tactics: 4-2-3-1 wide, conservative, balanced approach. As you can see, that's 70% depth. Got Wood on advance forward, gives White as a shadow striker, even though he's not suited to it. I kind of still want him in that position. Both my wingers on balanced. Anderson and Yates is holding, and boy, they're so good. Like, Anderson's so good that he acts like a box-to-box in that holding position. And I also have my fullbacks on balance. I really don't like having my fullbacks on defend. I need my fullbacks in the game for the build-up play. But overall, like, I'm super happy with this team. It doesn't look as good on paper, but this Milenkovic, for example, all of the play styles he's got, and there's just something about these evo'd teams. Like, he's a team of the week player that I've evolved maybe 2 or 3 times. He's just so fast and so leggy. He gets a tackle in all the time. Murillo's great as well. Not quite as good as Milenkovic, but absolutely solid in the tackle. You can see all those play styles there, which obviously makes a huge difference in this game. Aina, who I talked about before, he's got a really nice distribution of play styles across his defence, ball control and physical. And he's just formatted really, really nicely. Like, he's strong, fast, good ball control. His defensive awareness isn't amazing, but apart from that, he's like top class. Anderson, like, I bought him for like 350 coins. His passing play styles, defensive, ball control, physical, the heartbeat of the team, basically. And finally, Chris Wood, I added the Finesse Plus to him as part of the season pass. He's pretty solid. So in my next video, I'm going to show you the next few games I played in Division 2 and how I went. Spoiler alert, it was much harder than the 2 you've just watched. But I just wanted to show you, like, the team that I also have been playing with a lot. It's a much more meta team. I just don't care about it as much. And quite frankly, I've been getting better results with that evo'd Forest team. Just shows you that actually a lot of this is about play styles and not about the actual players you have on the pitch within reason. So until next time, guys, hope you enjoyed the video.